the Stroh Center on the campus of Bowling Green State University. A familiar sight for fans of Colonel Crawford. They won a regional championship last year and also played a state Final Four game as well. For Seneca East, though, their second ever trip to a regional. They made the trip to the iconic Canton Memorial Fieldhouse a couple seasons ago. Now they're here to take on a familiar foe. The third time these two teams meet. Can Seneca East win its first game against Crawford tonight and move to the Elite Eight, or can the Eagles sweep the Tigers? We'll find out right here on this special presentation of the OH Report on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have. A pregame coming your way next.
Being able to give back to the community, and just our teamwork is really solid. It makes it an incredible place to work because a lot of people enjoy what they're doing and want to help out.
You get to learn every day. You get to meet very unique people. I get to interact with everyone from the clinical staff to the administrative staff. Everyone has something to offer. It's kind of like a million puzzle pieces coming together to make one large, beautiful piece.
We're all here to help each other, work together, and just at the end of the day, all become nurses one day.
If you picture yourself in a serious situation, it's like everyone knows what they're there to do, everyone's there to help each other. It's just teamwork.
As we continue to go on through the program, I think I'm learning more through help with the instructors and the program itself.
I feel that they have definitely prepared me on the education side, and I did get to experience some ICU time and ER time, so I do think that that was great as well for my education.
We welcome you inside the Burkhart Farm Center pregame show for this Sweet 16 matchup, Northern 10 style, between state number 8 Colonel Crawford and Cinderella number 31 Seneca East. The third time these two teams will meet here this season. Hello, everybody. My name is Travis Berardi, alongside the coach Abram Capel. And coach, you have been in this situation many a time. Regionals, you've been on both sides too, kind of an underdog and kind of a favorite. Just take me through what you're feeling as a coach for both sides right here.
I mean, feel good, man. I mean, this time of year is awesome, and anytime that you're in a position where you're 16, you know, one of the 16 teams left to be playing, like, you're feeling good. But in the same breath, you know, both of these veteran coaches, you know, Dave Sheldon on one side, Coach Langhurst on the other, they're not satisfied, and neither are their seniors or their players. So, you know, there's feelings of gratitude and thankfulness to be playing at this time of the year, but it's also, there's a different level of intensity and preparation when you get to this point, and I'm sure both squads are dialed in.
Yeah, and let's get a look at those two teams here tonight. First, the team spotlight for David Sheldon's Colonel Crawford Eagles. 5th regional in the last 7 years. It took them a while to get there since way back. You talk about a point guard named Blade Tackett out there for the Eagles. They went on a long stretch where they weren't there, and now they're back and playing at a huge pace. They swept Seneca East in a regional in the regular season, 67-34, 61-48. It was more competitive last game of the regular season. But look at that record the last 5 seasons for the Eagles. 1-10-20.
Yeah, I was kind of just staring at that. I mean, it's unbelievable. And to be at the regional level in 5 out of the last 7 years, you kind of want to start throwing around that D word in terms of dynasty, right?
Yeah.
You're an elite program regardless of division in the state of Ohio when it comes to boys basketball. The brand is there, and we kind of talked about early the familiarity with this place. This is a home away from home type gym for the Eagles.
Absolutely, and like we said, they were 3-1 last year on this floor. They won the regional championship, and then the interesting way they had things set up with state Final Fours being a different week and all of that, so they played it once again here. Now let's take a look at the player spotlight for the Eagles before we get to the anthem, and it is the man that had the biggest dunk in the history of Colonel Crawford back here in that regional championship, Payne DeGray, first team All-in-10. He's probably going to be first team All-District, All-Ohio, and again as well when they come out. But 15-5, 7-1, and 1.6 blocks per game.
Yeah, listen, I've seen Crawford play a couple times this year and watched him last week against Patrick Henry, and he was put on an absolute clinic. One thing to note and one thing to really pay attention to with Payne DeGray that he doesn't get maybe enough credit for is you're talking elite footwork from a big man when you're talking block to block. His pivots, his patience, his vision, and his overall footwork when he's in the paint is elite level. It's top tier, and very rightfully so, someone to kind of keep your eye on in this game.
All right, they're about to play the anthem here, so we'll take a quick break. Be back with Seneca East's spotlights, and the tip of this one, Sweet 16 and D6, coming your way.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
We're all here to help each other, work together, and just at the end of the day, all become nurses one day.
If you picture yourself in a serious situation, it's like everyone knows what they're there to do, everyone's there to help each other. It's just teamwork.
As we continue to go on through the program, I think I'm learning more through help with the instructors and the program itself.
I feel that they have definitely prepared me on the education side, and I did get to experience some ICU time and ER time, so I do think that that was great as well for my education.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Back here inside the Burkhart Farm Center pregame show where we are getting ready for the opening tip between Seneca East and Colonel Crawford. Travis Berardi back here with Abram Capel, and let's get a look now at the team spotlight for the Tigers of Seneca East. Under head coach Anthony Langhurst, he had quite the career at Willard. Now he's sent it to his team, the Eagles, or the Tigers, I should say. Second regional appearance. They knocked off Colonel Crawford in a district championship to get to their first in that 24 district final at Willard. They won the district championship this year. Luke Mason just heaved one from the volleyball line with 1 second left. He got fouled, made 2 of 3, and that is how they are here today.
No, and listen, you can't be more excited. And to win, I'm glad that Luke Mason got to shoot those free throws and not me, because that's ice water in your veins.
Absolutely.
Knowing that if you just convert those, you go to the next level. You go to the Sweet 16, and that definitely is an upset, man. I mean, I saw Van Buren play. That's an elite team that they just kind of knocked off. So you used the word earlier, Cinderella story, and they're looking to kind of ride that momentum here tonight here on Bowling Green.
Now we'll take a look at our player spotlight for the Tigers. It is Jaron Depinet, the freshman, second team All-N10 selection, 13.5 points per game, 4.7 rebounds, 1.3 blocks. I mean, he's a freshman, and he's already looking like one of the best in the conference.
No, Travis, I had a chance to call Seneca East the other night in their sectional final against Mansfield Christian. That's the first time I'd seen the Depinet kid play. And ironically enough, on the way up here, I was telling my buddy, listen, he's going to be a really special talent here in the next couple years. And to do what he's already done in his freshman campaign says a lot about him. So definitely want to keep your eye on tonight, and not just tonight, over the next coming seasons to be had.
We are ready to rock from the Stroh Center. Tip is going to be won by Landon Hicks, and the first possession will go to the Tigers. This is Luke Mason. Has had a stellar career with Seneca East so far. Crawford playing its man-to-man. Take inside by Depinet, almost stripped away, but into the hands of Hicks. Hicks will back it out, get it back to Mason. 30 seconds gone by, tries the deep three, drains it.
Yeah, and I was going to comment, right away, Jaron Depinet is our highlight player, but Luke Mason he's a scrappy, high-motor, feisty guard who can kind of get it done at all 3 levels, and he's really fun to watch play, and he buried that one from beyond the college line there to start this game. So no nerves for him. He shook those off early.
Foul against Seneca East. And now the Eagles will get its first possession. This is Peyton Baker in to Payne DeGray. DeGray along the baseline to his brother John. Ball fakes, puts it up, off the mark. Payne with the rebound. He puts it up and in.
No, good effort there by Payne DeGray, and you'll see, and we'll talk about it next possession, but Seneca East started showing a little bit of an unorthodox zone, and keeping the DeGray boys off the offensive glass is going to be key for them.
3-2 the score. Depinet deep into the lane, gets it out to Logan Price. Price kind of got it deflected, turned it over. First turnover on Seneca East, out and running. Mid-range jumper for Braden Holtz, off the mark. And Hayden Horning will get his first rebound of the game. Right to Mason. Mason right side. Price for 3. He's got one.
Big time shot there from Logan Price, and that's huge for Seneca East. If you're feeling any type of nerves or lack of confidence that you lost to this team twice, hitting 2 threes early is going to do a lot for that confidence and belief in winning this game.
Parker Weithman jump stops. Back out to Peyton Baker.
Yeah, and you kind of see here they're matched up man-to-man on Holt, but everybody else is almost in a box-and-1 or diamond-and-1 zone-type effort.
Left side 3, nothing but net. Parker Weithman, the 3-point specialist, makes it 6-5.
A huge shot for Parker Weithman there. They're going to need him to continue to make shots, and that's what you're kind of asking Crawford to do, is have Peyton Baker and Parker Weithman make shots. As looks to be the efforts, just kind of to try to limit Holt as best you can.
There's Hicks. He gets inside, kicks it back out to Price. Price on the elbow, lost it into the hands of Mason. Mason's going to drive underneath the hoop, look for the reverse. Double team, turns it over. Here comes Holt. Holt right side to Weithman. Inside to DeGray, then back out. Wide open. 3 for Bakers off the front of the rim, and one-handed grab by DeGray will keep it down here. If you take a look at the old 30 barbecue, it just stuck.
Yeah, literally just in the palm of his hand. That's a man's rebound.
Eagles with the inbounds. They're down 6-5. Here comes John DeGray. Back out the Holt for 3. Nailed it.
Little miscommunication there by Seneca East. You give Braden Holt that much space and that much time to look at the rim. It's dang near automatic, and Crawford back on top here early.
8-6 on the other end. Depinet unable to finish. John DeGray will get a rebound. Gets it ahead to Holt. Holt into the lane. Oh, wow. I don't even know what to call that. A little shuffle?
Yeah,
underhanded
that's exactly what you call it, a shuffle pass. And, the little in and out dribble, got his eyes up, got a defender to step up, and a no-look shuffle pass. And that might be the easiest 2 Payne DeGray gets all night.
Mason almost lost it, almost went back court as well, but he'll get it away to Brady Bloom. Bloom to Hicks. Hicks will try a 3, just a bit off. Then John DeGray gets the rebound, then gets fouled.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Langhurst, you maybe don't love that shot. Crawford's now on an 8-0 run, and a 3 from your center, and maybe a time that you need a basket is probably not the one he was looking for there. But next play mentality, got to get a stop here and get one on the next possession.
Inside to the Gray. Payne, ball fakes, gets it stripped. No, it'll be a foul. That'll be on Nicholas Parks. Take a look at the replay, and he was up in the air, the swipe down. I understand the call.
No, absolutely, and really good set there by Colonel Crawford, kind of playing the numbers game and kind of overloaded one side, and Payne had a nearly uncontested layup, and Parks had really no choice but to kind of foul him there. And truly maybe not a VOD foul if you look at the stats.
He misses the first, and he misses them both. So, yeah, you get a foul on it, but other than that, no harm, no foul. DeGray on the other end, and out in transition come the Eagles. Weithman back out to Holt. Holt inside to John DeGray, bumped off the glass and in.
Nicely set up there by Braden Holt. John might have been a little bit more wide open when he first caught it and took some contact as he spun baseline there, but a good strong finish.
That shot off the mark, and guess who? Payne DeGray again. 4th rebound in this opening quarter. Here comes Holt. Over to Weithman and back out to him. Inside to John. John spinning, back out. Holt wide open for another 3, just off the mark. Payne DeGray tips it back out to Weithman.
Oh,
inside to John, yes.
Listen, again, you called his name on both possessions, but that is an extended possession because of Payne DeGray's tip out. Seneca East kind of then out of sorts, right, out of position, and a really nice pass there by Weithman for another easy 2.
In the lane, off the glass, no. Payne with another rebound, his 5th. Ahead to Holt. Holt, no call, and it'll be rebound by Logan Price. Back comes Mason. Seneca East only with 2 field goals, both 3s. Those were early on. Since then, Crawford's really taken over.
And you see Dave Sheldon's hands go up here on the replay, maybe not, but not a good foul there by Payne DeGray outside the three-point line on a point guard. So something to kind of monitor there. I know that we had, and I don't know if we've got to it yet, our keys to the game is trying to find ways to get to Crawford's bench and try to find ways to get him into foul trouble, because as elite as they are, they don't go very deep into their bench. And Payne DeGray is a huge reason for their success. So an early foul, something to keep an eye on here.
Keegan Bowes into the game. Doesn't give the handoff, gets it back to Hicks. Now to Brady Bloom. He'll try a deep three. Too much. Rebound by Jaron DeGray, his third. Out ahead to Weithman. Weithman with the catch. Unable to finish, though. And back comes Seneca East. It was a nice play, but Weithman just a little bit too much pepper on it.
Just a little bit too much. A good pass by Holt, but I think you could see early on, tempo is definitely a point of emphasis for Crawford. They're really looking to get out and run off any missed opportunities from Seneca East.
Back out. Here comes Hicks. Hicks lost the handle. Gets it taken away by DeGray. That's the third turnover on Seneca East. Holt over the John. Into the lane. Back out. Weithman another three. Off the front of the rim. There's Payne again. Payne up. Too strong.
Back-to-back missed layups there by Crawford, and good breaks for Seneca East as they turn it over.
Back-to-back turnovers on Seneca East. Holt all the way in, off the glass, and that one will finish.
Yeah, really good take there by Braden Holt. You get him in a one-on-one situation where he's going downhill. More oftentimes than not, it's going to result in 2 points.
16-6 the score. Mason.
I'd love to see Luke Mason with a shot attempt here. They haven't scored since those opening 2 threes in the first quarter. I think you got to look to him to kind of create something here.
Euros floats it up. No, and that'll do it for the quarter. Strong start for Seneca East from beyond the arc, but since then it's been all Eagles. 16-6 after one. We'll take a break.
Feel like I should go. Feel like I should.
We're all here to help each other, work together, and just at the end of the day, all become nurses one day.
You picture yourself in a serious situation, it's like everyone knows what they're there to do, everyone's there to help each other. It's just teamwork.
As we continue to go on through the program, I think I'm learning more through help with the instructors and the program itself.
I feel that they have definitely prepared me on the education side, and I did get to experience some ICU time and ER time, so I do think that that was great as well for my education.
Colonel Crawford, and you talked about those keys to victory. Let's take a look at those Seneca East keys to victory, brought to you by Burkhart Farm Centers. It's attack the hoop, and it's get to the Eagle bench, like you said. You got to get to the lane, you got to get fouled, and you got to get them into foul trouble. They have not been able to as much yet. Payne DeGray does have a foul.
Yeah, and through the first quarter, I'd like to see Seneca East attack the basket a little bit more. They're settling for a lot of jump shots, and you got to find ways to like I said, to kind of get Crawford in foul trouble and, chip away at this now 12-point lead that the Eagles have built.
Seneca East lost by 14 to Crawford at home. Last regular season game for both teams. But the Eagles playing very strong here early on. That's a nice give and go. The Depinet offensive foul, though.
Wow. A lot to unpack with that. I mean, a great pick and roll. I love the set. How about Payne DeGray with one foul, stepping in front there to take a charge? I mean, big-time play for him, and, a tough break for Seneca East and Jaron Depinet, because that was a tough finish through contact.
Into the corner, that's Baker. Skips back out to Weithman. Contact. rifle pass inside. It'll be the first turnover against the Eagles. Seneca East on a long cold spell here, trying to get something going to get back into this. This is Perkins. Perkins back out the Depinet. Now a mid-range for Hicks. Got it. There it is.
Good shot there by Landon Hicks, and you can see defensive point of emphasis for Colonel Crawford is to really try to keep the ball away from Luke Mason. He's the straw that stirs the drink, and you know, he's their floor general, and once he gives it up in the half court, they're struggling to get it back to him, and give credit to Crawford. But a good possession on the last go by Seneca East to be able to score off the penetration without him.
Took them a minute, but the Stroh Center crew has finally got the stats uploaded and everything going now. Seneca East, 2 of 5 from 3. They were 2 of 2.
Yeah, and you can see with these ball screens, they're basically hard hedging and forcing Luke Mason to kind of pass out of it.
Perkins, he's got a mid-range off the glass too much. And Jaron Depinet has his 4th rebound. Out in transition, here comes Holt. Holt jumps inside the Payne. Payne with 2 defenders draws the foul, and he's going to get to the line. That's going to go on Brady Bloom. His 2nd foul.
Yeah, good job there by Payne DeGray to run the floor, get himself right to that MAC logo, and then turn and seal, look for the basketball. And, you know, again, I'll say it, Crawford really has an emphasis on pushing the ball down the floor offensively off missed baskets.
DeGray misses again. Second one, got that one. 7 points for Payne. Coming up on 6 minutes left in this opening half, 21-8. Mason all the way into the lane. That might have been deflected, but it's an offensive rebound by Landon Hicks. Hicks out to Bloom for a deep 3. Yes, hit that from behind the college three-point line.
No, a much-needed basket. Big-time shot there by Brady Bloom. I like the take from Luke Mason, though. Staying in attack mode. Keep going at him. You know, he's playing amongst trees down there, but I still like the aggressive take.
There's 2 trees right there, but won't get the finish. Here comes Mason. Steps back. He'll try a 3. They've got back-to-back. And a timeout, Seneca East, as they got a little momentum back here.
Yeah, and a big-time no-no there from Colonel Crawford in transition defense. You left the basketball, and after Brady Bloom's big 3 that gave him a little bit of life, Luke Mason just energizes not only his team but the crowd here with the back-to-back 3s, and huge. And Dave Sheldon's clearly not happy in that timeout over there.
Yeah, Crawford had been a little comfortable here with their lead, but again, Seneca East started off 2 for 2 from 3. They can hit it. 3 misses and then 2 more in a row. They're streaky, but if they can continue to be streaky, this is going to be a good one.
No, absolutely. They're going to have to continue to knock down shots from the perimeter, but you know, the biggest thing to take away there is, you know, anytime you're in defensive transition, you got to stop the basketball. The basketball is the only thing that scores, and that's the most important thing. And Crawford was worried about kind of getting matched up to, in air quotes, who they're supposed to guard, and Luke Mason was left unguarded. So big time shot though for him to be able to knock that down too.
So out of the timeout, Eagles looking to answer. John out the hole. Thought about the 3 and said we'll do that little Hoosier jump and drain it.
Great poise, great pace. Kind of a 1-foot Dirk Nowitzki type floater there.
It's literally every time you see a shot in that montage on Hoosiers, they're with the one leg up and shooting it. That's why I call it the Hoosier shot.
I love it.
23-14, coming up on the midway point of this second quarter. Seneca East has hit 4 threes to keep them in this thus far. Perkins through the legs. Skip pass back out front, almost turned it over, but Bloom kept it. Two-man game, and said he'll keep it himself, and he'll hit it.
Yeah, a little gamble for the steal. Put him at a disadvantage, and the pass fake got Brady Bloom an open elbow jumper, and he's starting to heat up here a little bit with 2 shots made in the last 3 possessions.
Holt on the elbow, back out to Weithman. 4 minutes left in the half. Baker thought about the 3, but he'll get it straight away to Jaron DeGray. Guarded by Depinet, out to Weithman. Drive, kick, reset. Weithman this time a little bit too much. Good possession, just didn't finish. And out in transition, it's too much for them. Back to the Crawford Eagles. A 5-on-4. Holt spins, floats. No, but Payne DeGray right there again.
You know, I would love to see a stat total from his entire season as to how many points have come off offensive rebound. And, you know, for him to catch it already facing the basket, it don't get much easier than that. What a luxury to have him underneath if you're a guard.
3 on the other end, no. Offense, no, it's not an offensive rebound. Went off the hands and into the hands of DeGray for his 5th. Holt, stop, pop, in and out. Mason with his first rebound. Under 3 to play in the half. This is Landon Hicks. Crosses, elbow jumper, off the back of the rim and into the hands of Holt. Over to Weithman, he's open and just doesn't get it, follows his rebound. Over to John finishes.
Good job there by Parker Weithman to follow his own miss, and easy too. And both teams look exhausted as they head to the bench for this timeout. But a pivotal last 2 minutes and 30 seconds here of the half for Seneca East.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, a coach's dream. You follow your own shot. Sometimes it works out well, and it did right there. Weithman knew it immediately as well.
No, he definitely did. And, you know, as we look here at the scoreboard, the rebounding total is, you know, Crawford's almost doubled up Seneca East now, 17-9 in terms of the rebounding margin. And, you know, that's resulted in, I don't know, 6 to 8 easy baskets just off offensive rebounds.
Yeah, the Eagles currently shooting 45.8 from the field. Seneca East only 33%, but 50% from 3. They're 4 of 8. Crawford 2 of 7. Rebounding margin, it's at 8 right now. 5 turnovers for Seneca East, 1 for Crawford.
Yeah, and I think you got to kind of, you know, tip your hat here to Crawford defensively. You know, Parker Weithman doing a really good job in limiting Luke Mason's touches, and, you know, Jaron DeGray, you know, really kind of, you know, limiting Jaron Depinet as well. I think he's only had the 1 field goal attempt maybe, and it came, you know, it resulted in a charge call. But, you know, Crawford really kind of making it tough for the 2 leading scorers for Seneca East. You know, that's got him an 11-point lead here with 2 and change to go to the half.
Winner will play back here Saturday, 6 o'clock for a regional championship. I see members of both teams are in the stands, so getting a little extra prep on that. Out of the timeout, Tigers. Last time it worked for them, they went on a bit of a run. Can they do it again? Mason into the corner. That's Price. Price entry past the Depinet. Up, off the glass. No. DeGray. John with the rebound.
I love Coach Langhurst getting him a touch, though, out of that timeout.
Oh, and a pass ahead's turned over. Back comes Depinet, crosses, gets into the lane, floats it, and this time around and in.
Wow. Really showed his athleticism there, taking off midway through that MAC logo, and a nice finger roll. And
again, he's a freshman.
Yeah, listen, I'm excited to continue to watch him grow and play over the next couple years.
Payne inside to John. John works around, almost steps out of bounds, stays in though. Gets it back out to Weithman. Under 90 seconds left in the half. It's 27-18 Colonel Crawford. Holt off the John. John right side. That's Tyler Lash now into the game. Nice pass inside to Payne. Quadruple team gets it to John. He's triple team, gets fouled.
I mean, as you watch these possessions defensively, Seneca East darn near has 3 people in the paint at all times. I mean, they are begging Tyler Lash to shoot it from distance, and they're doing everything they can to have bodies near or touching both the DeGrays at all times.
Inbounds pass with 1 minute left in the half. Lash to Payne. Gets it right back off the deflection over to Wythman. Down to 48 seconds. Holt backs things out, crosses over. Into the lane with the right-handed push goes.
Listen, that's kind of been his kind of marquee move, is getting to, that elbow and a little push type two-handed floater. He's really efficient when he gets to his spots.
Here's Mason. Luke into the corner to Bloom. Bloom skip past the Bows. Keegan eyeing people up. We'll back it out. Down to 15 seconds. Into the corner and Hicks. Oh, great backdoor play. Jaron Depinet was there to set up for the charge. He saw it. He stopped. He hits it. It's 29-20. Holt before the buzzer. Off the mark. No good. And that'll take us to the break. So another run by Seneca East has them down 9.
They're within striking distance, and that basket was huge. And 20 seconds of that possession from Crawford was really solid, and a slight miscommunication results in 2 points. And if you're Seneca East, that kind of lifts your sails a little bit here because you're hanging around. You're within striking distance. I think that's the only word that's coming to my head right now.
Both of these teams are here for a reason, and they're showing it here tonight. 29-20. Crawford leads. We'll take a break, be back with the halftime report after this special presentation on the OH Report.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
We're all here to help each other, work together, and just at the end of the day, all become nurses one day.
If you picture yourself in a serious situation, it's like everyone knows what they're there to do. Everyone's there to help each other. It's just teamwork.
As we continue to go on through the program, I think I'm learning more through help with the instructors and the program itself.
I feel that they have definitely prepared me on the education side, and I did get to experience some ICU time and ER time, so I do think that that was great as well for my education.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Tonight's regional semifinal brought to you on the OH Report. This special presentation by our generous sponsors, Burkhart Farm Center, farmers serving farmers. First Federal Community Bank, banking locally just got a little easier. Old 30 Barbecue, stop in today for low and slow smoked meat, including ribs, brisket, and pulled pork, and pair with our amazing homemade sides. Baker's Pizza in Bucyrus, the place to go after every local game or to watch your favorite team in action. Come join us today and check out our favorite pizza of the month. 89 Homes Building Improvements, building homes, earning trust since 1979. Avita Home Health and Hospice, providing high-quality community health care and improving the quality of health in families throughout their lifespan. And North Central State College, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen paths. Thank you all for allowing us to bring you this regional semifinal on the OH Report. We'll have some highlights of the first half and then back with the halftime report brought to you by Burkhart's Farm Center. It is halftime here from the Stroh Center. Bowling Green State University. D6 Regional Semifinal number 1 on this sunny yet cold day. It was 70 degrees last night, man. And it was snowing as I got through Mansfield here today. Anyway, it's hot in here. 29-20, Eagles lead. Now, if you're thinking, it should be 30-20. They actually took away one of the threes by Crawford and called them twos. That's why I was wondering what was going on. That's why. So only two threes for the Eagles today, but they still lead it 29-20. They had a couple runs, Coach, but Seneca East able to scoring in bunches, staying in it.
Scoring in bunches, I mean, wow, you couldn't have summed that up any better. In the last basket there, before the end of the half, I think was huge. As we look at these stats here, the rebounds really jump out to me. That's one of the keys that I wrote down at the half is finding ways to eliminate Crawford's offensive rebounds and their second chance opportunities. Another thing here too is 0 free throws from the Tigers. And that comes in my opinion, finding more ways to get Jaron Depinet the basketball, finding more ways to get him involved in this. He lives kind of inside the free throw line, so to get him more touches and find a way to work yourself to the free throw line, and like I said earlier at the beginning of the game, trying to pick up a few fouls here and make things tight for Crawford defensively, because you get a couple fouls, Coach Sheldon's not going to go to his bench in the second half of a regional game. But what happens then is now all of a sudden you're giving up layups a little bit easier because I can't foul you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So something to note there.
Yeah. Here are the paths for both two teams in their district tournaments. Seneca East, the big win over Van Buren. Second district championship. Crawford has been here a few times. As you now take a look at the man. I just call him the man. Got the towel. Has a bigger towel here for this one. But David Sheldon, one of the best.
Probably got a couple towels.
He has to. He has to have like maybe a halftime towel.
If Crawford's headed to BG and they get to Finley and they don't got a towel, do they turn around or not?
Somebody's behind a fan. Somebody's bringing it. Somebody's bringing one. Scoring in the first half. First for Seneca East, Luke Mason with 6. Brady Bloom 5. 4 for Landon Hicks. 3 for Logan Price. 2 for Depinet. As Mason cut off, and he'll back it all the way out for Crawford. That's going to be a backcourt violation.
Yes. And I love the set that they tried to run there to start the half. They tried to get Luke Mason on a back door, a little misdirection. Unfortunately, just ran a little bit too high, and then it broke down, resulted in a turnover. Not an ideal way to start the half if you're Seneca East.
For the Eagles, DeGray, Payne DeGray, Braden Holt, 9 each. 6 for John DeGray, 5 for Parker Weithman. 29-20 is the score. Weithman double team, works his way through it, gets it to Holt, then to Baker. Eagles shot 46% from the field in the first half. DeGray lost it, turned it over, third turnover on the Eagles. Out ahead, Depinet gets the layup to go. It's a 7-point game.
Tough finish, and that's another thing that I wrote down at the half is Seneca East got to find ways to force live ball turnovers, and what that means, a steal to where you can run in transition. Luke Mason got his hands on that, throw ahead to Depinet, easy 2, and now you're within 7. So huge possession.
Baker looked good, but a little bit too strong. However, it gets pinballed to John DeGray. John, triple team, gets bumped, and a timeout, David Sheldon. So Seneca East coming out with a little momentum here as you take a look at the finish of that transition bucket by Jaron Depinet.
We used to call those Kyrie layups, to where it's not a traditional, I'm going off my right foot with my left hand. He used the same foot, same finish, or same foot, same hand finish, and I like his athleticism, man. I can't talk about it enough.
29-22, Seneca East. They're playing a lot better basketball in the second half of the season. And, I mean, as a coach, you always want your team being hot. You want them peaking at the right time. And it seems like the Tigers are doing just that. I saw myself and Coach Baylog saw them against Crestview in that district semifinal game, and they looked pretty darn impressive, and that just rolled over to their trip all the way out to Napoleon, to where they beat Van Buren in a true road game for a district championship. So this is a team that they're not afraid of Crawford.
And here's the thing. I talked to Luke Mason's mom leaving the sectional final and, complimented you know, how I enjoyed watching him play. And she said, listen, we were so nervous coming into this year after what we graduated. We thought we were going to win 4 or 5 games. And for them to be still playing in March, you know what I mean, in the Sweet 16, you know, credit to Luke for taking his turn to be a leader like his older brother once was.
Both teams turn it over. Lob pass in the hold. He's able to catch it. Trapped in the corner against Mason. Gets it to DeGray. DeGray to the other DeGray. Counted in one. And a little emphatic fist bump by David Sheldon on the side. That's some nice passing.
Great passing. Great shot fake there by John DeGray. For Seneca East, maybe you foul him to the point to where he can't get it up on the rim, because an and one is huge. Not just in terms of giving up 3 points, but there's just a little bit extra oomph and momentum and swagger that comes with an and one finish.
That's the third foul on Brady Bloom as the free throw is off the mark and taken out by Logan Price. Eagles are 3 of 7 from the charity stripe. Mason out to Hicks. Hicks, nice ball fake. Had DeGray, though, behind that, and it just forced a bit of a miss. That's his 9th rebound. Holt to Baker. And it's looking more like a 2-3 zone, a 2-1-2 type look that the Tigers are running. Depinet gets the board. Left side 3 rattles in for Bloom.
Listen, Brady Bloom loves the Stroh Center. That's his 2nd 3 that he's made from well beyond the college 3-point line, and both of them couldn't come in any more timely manner.
That's timely, right back at you.
It's funny, Peyton Baker did the exact same thing last week against Patrick Henry. Patrick Henry hit a huge 3 in the 3rd quarter to feel like they got momentum, and it was 2 passes, and Peyton Baker answered on the other one. So just like that, trading shots here.
And we'll get a foul. So the mid-range jumper high off the glass. He'll call the 3rd foul on Logan Price.
Good officiating crew here tonight. These are all local guys. We run a lot of games together. Now that I start paying attention as to who's out there.
Weithman to Holt. Holt on the elbow. Works back around. Straightaway 3. Holt off the mark. Into the hands, though, of Baker. And a foul. That's the 4th foul on Logan Price.
Oh, wow.
So that's a tough break there for the Tigers. Baker. To Holt, he'll back it out.
No, and you are right. It's now kind of morphed into a traditional 2-3 zone, and I know Coach Langhurst kind of likes to play some unorthodox.
No, the far referee's going to call offensive foul.
I didn't see the replay. I missed it.
There you go.
He lowered it a little bit, but I think a really good, a good sell there by Nick Parks.
Gets the turnover. Back come the Tigers. 9-point game. Had it to 6, but a Baker 3 got it right back.
Here's the thing I like about Seneca East is, they're pretty balanced, and Coach Langhurst definitely kind of lets them play. So, from a coaching standpoint, that's a tough guard, just because, they're a little bit unpredictable offensively, I guess is the word I would use to describe it.
There's the handoff to Mason. Mason crosses down the lane, right side. Extra pass, the floater, short, knocked out of bounds, and it will go to Crawford.
Good possession there, though, by Crawford defensively after the turnover. Kind of a slow-moving third quarter.
Holt, the Weithman, back to him. A baseball pass over to Baker. Payne, patient, back out to Holt for three. Yes! You can't leave him that open.
No, and he had missed his last two. I love the confidence to step right into that one.
Crossover into the corner. Parks. Back to Hicks. Waiting for the handoff. Finally gets it to Bloom. Bloom at the free throw line. Out to Perkins. Crawford doing a good job of recovering, getting into the lane. But it's opened up shots like that. It was saved but turned over into the hands of Holt. Ahead to Weithman. Ball fake. He'll get to the line. And how many times have you seen that this season? Crawford, those ball fakes.
No, listen, that's about as fundamental as it comes. You saw one from Jaron Depinet earlier, Parker Weithman there, but here's the thing. I love the heady IQ play. Seneca East saves the ball here on the baseline. They're down 2-man, so you're running a 5-on-3 fast break. So, you know, heads-up play there by Braden Holt to kind of push the issue there.
Weithman misses the first. He was 2 for 2 in the first half.
Crawford just 3 of 8 from the free throw line tonight, and Seneca East still not an attempt from the charity stripe yet.
They get 3 of 9. And is that going to be a foul on DeGray? Yeah, it is. Here's the replay. That's just one of those tough luck. Yeah.
Interesting. Just a lot of bodies kind of all moving in the same direction there.
Oh, what a Euro by Mason, but Payne just says, I'm not letting you do that. Out ahead to Lash. Lash, layup good.
Again, live ball turnovers. A great pass there by Weithman. Good run out there by Tyler Lash. And like you said, Mason had a great Euro step, and unfortunately just was met by Payne DeGray.
He just stood there, put his hand up, said no. Here's Perkins.
Seneca East really needs a basket here. Lead's kind of stretched to the 14. It doesn't feel like that, but
largest lead of the night for Crawford. Holt, elbow, short, and taken away by Perkins. 1:35 left here in quarter 3. Mason, there's the Euro. Tried to get the spin, but he got a lucky offensive board. That won't drop. And finally, Weithman comes down with it.
Luke Mason's got to kind of throw up. I don't want to say throw up, but just the shot attempt is the degree of difficulty is just really high because of, you know, when he's in there going against Payne, he's able to get past that first level of defense, but has to put a lot of English on the glass to be able to get some of those to fall.
Oh, that's a nice shot by Lash. Didn't have a couple passes, turned, saw he had some spacing, and just pure.
Oh, really good patience there by Tyler Lash.
Payne DeGray's got himself 10 rebounds. Point away from a double-double for him in a regional semi. Holt over to Baker, kind of got deflected. He'll get it back, though. Coach Sheldon calling out the play. They may hold for the final shot. They'll get the ball to start quarter 4 if there's no change of possession here in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, there was number 1 being held up from the sideline over there, and they definitely want to shorten this game as much as they can here, run 40 seconds off. But you get something like that.
And Lash will get to the line. Was talking with Coach Baylog during the Winford game. And Lash has been a big piece, especially when Jaron Depinet was out midway through the season with with an injury. He played some quality time, and he's earned this time here where he's shined. He's already got 5 points.
No, listen, he was huge last week against Patrick Henry when Weithman picked up 2 fouls. He had to play almost the entire second quarter, and you know, you said he had to play big minutes during injury. Sometimes those,
it's a blessing in a roundabout.
Yeah, they absolutely are.
He hits both free throws. He's got 6 points. The 6'1" junior. And he's showing Coach Sheldon after this season he can be a guy you can rely on to be a starter.
No, absolutely, absolutely.
Especially with Payne, DeGray and Holt graduating. That ball's tipped, but stays with Parkins. Forces it up at the buzzer, no good. So the Eagles, a strong 14-5 third quarter, has this up to an 18-point lead as we head to the fourth.
Feel like I should feel.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Fourth quarter action underway here from the Stroh Center. 18-point Colonel Crawford lead, looking to get back to the regional championship for the second consecutive season. Travis Berardi, Coach Abe Capel, and it'll start with a corner three offensive rebound to Gray. Give him a double-double. 11-11.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I mean, that's a man's rebound first and foremost. There's nothing you can do if you're Seneca East there, but
I don't think they're going to get Payne on it. They might get John because that was a clean block.
Definitely was, at least from Payne's angle, right? The foul, yeah, it was underneath.
It was underneath. It was on John.
Good take there by Depinet, but here's the thing: in the predicament that you're in, if you're Seneca East, is you're gonna have to come up with some different types of pressure and traps all over the place to make Crawford turn it over. The unfortunate side of that is Crawford's a really good passing team, and it leaves you subject to giving up easy layups on the back end. So I would expect some full court pressure here coming out of this free throw if I'm Seneca East, but you got to find ways to generate turnovers, and easier said than done against Braden Holt.
Depinet, 2 for 2. Any relation to a Depinet that you coached?
I think I think McKenna would be an older sister who was a heck of a player and then crazy athletic in her own right. She was an extremely tough guard.
John loses it, gets it to Weithman. Inside the Payne. Payne, triple team, gets it to John. John works around, fights through it, gets it to Holt. Holt, ball fake, loses it away, turned it over. Good job by Seneca East to stay with it. They get the strip.
No, great job by Seneca East. You get one stop there, you get a score, and then you got to try to string together as many as you can.
Bloom, but they have to start hitting buckets too. That's going to be a foul on John. That'll be his third.
Yeah, kind of a silly foul away from the basket on a kid it's probably not primarily a three-point shooter. So
deep three, just off the mark too. And John gets his 7th rebound. 90 seconds gone by here, fourth quarter. 18-point Crawford lead. John DeGray backside rebound, and he gets fouled. I'll go against Mason.
Seneca East foul number 3, Luke Mason. His first personal foul, first team
Weithman to Holt. Holt with the lob inside, hits the front of the rim, but Weithman's there. Gets it to Payne. Payne, I don't know how he was able to get that in. I do not know how he was able to split 4 defenders. And they get the steal off the inbounds. Inside the John. Easy layup, but he missed the bunny. And then a foul on him off the rebound. That's going to be his 4th.
Yeah, a little frustration foul after missing that layup, and he's going to head the bench for a little bit. Unfortunately for them, they're not in a spot where they desperately need him right now.
Mason. A nice skip pass over 3 for Bloom. In and out. Rebound taken by Tyler Lash. That's his first.
Crawford's doing such a good job defensively.
Depinet said, anything you can do, maybe I can do as well, Mr. DeGray.
Yeah, a little pinned it off the glass there.
Into the lane. Mason reverse layup. That was just a pretty sequence all around.
No, it really was. And here's what I was, before I finish, Crawford's doing such a good job on Luke Mason. Now that's that's an acrobatic layup there they had to finish, but they're making it so tough for him, man. And I feel for him because that's clearly the game plan here. Is anywhere he's at, there's 5 sets of eyeballs understanding where Luke Mason's at here. But as we take a look at,
here's that whole sequence. I mean, you have to play it back, block off the backboard, and then you got the reversal. It's going to come up here on the other end. Just 2 great plays for Seneca East. Still an 18-point game, though, but, I mean, this is worth watching again. The only way to get past DeGray is to do something like that.
Yeah. I love the finish. I love it. I love the block, too.
Yeah.
Thinking,
that's just all around.
I wanted to say blocked by James.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I wanted to say
that, it's a block by James. 47-29. Now, if you're Colonel Crawford, if you can get the lead out a little bit more, you're going to be able to sit your guys for the rest of the game, and that could give you an advantage over the 2 teams playing next.
No, it absolutely is. When you're playing on a 2-day turnaround, right, and you got to think, kids are going to get home late. You're losing sleep late in the season just because you're trying to do this, and the second game may not present an opportunity for some starters to get some rest. So we'll see how these next 5 minutes kind of play out here.
Holt to Weithman. Into the lane. Passes to DeGray. He drew the defense out. Easy pass for 2.
How many times have you said that tonight? Nice pass by Parker Weithman.
That's a lot, because that's nice is in my limited vocabulary.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, I'm just on myself. But yes, I mean, look at it. It's just,
that's
the court vision.
Yeah, it's his 4th or 5th really nice decision that he's made tonight.
Holt past Mason to Baker. And the Just Like Football chants have begun from the student sections. Weithman a little bit off, but DeGray will get a jump ball called. Here's the whole sequence. You can take a look at it.
Oh, yeah, Luke Mason's the one who kind of tied it up from the other side of him.
And you know what? That's a good point by the student section from Colonel Crawford. These are some football players, too, that have experience. They won the regional championship. They went to a Final Four this year. So you have that pedigree as well, as Holt gets it right back. Kicks out to Baker. Inside the Lash, extra pass, 3. No.
Listen, if that 3 goes down, that's a textbook possession when you want to search the word ball movement.
Mason, 8 points, tied for the game high with Bloom. Depinet tried forcing it up, but good defense there by Lash.
Yeah, way to stay vertical, stay 2 hands straight up. There's nothing the officials can call when you do things like that.
Under 4 to play. 20-point Eagle lead. Holt. Into the corner. Baker for another 3. He's got it. 2 threes in the second half. He's got 6.
Yeah,
32-29.
Yep. I mean, I think that's Peyton Baker's first made 3 of the night, and if
2 on 1.
Doubt, yeah, that one.
Oh,
great pass.
Oh! How did he keep his pivot foot down?
We'll have to see the replay. Some sort of break. That was crazy.
Just the tiptoes. And we'll get a timeout. Oh, before the 3 made. Here it is. He went up. I'll give you a replay again here in a second.
He's just doing calf raises.
Doing calf raises. That's why you do those, children.
Has nothing to do with strengthening your calves. It just has to do with not traveling on the basketball floor.
Here it is. Oh, that right foot he did keep down. Okay. Well, all right.
Well, we got to talk about it, right? We got to talk about Seneca East girls playing tomorrow.
Yes. Hey, how about them? How about Strasburg? Our good buddy Tyler Bates.
Shout out Tyler Bates.
Second team in 3 years to send to a state Final Four. Had Loudonville and now.
I wonder how many people have been able, who could say that coached 2 different teams to the Final Four. I bet you that list is pretty short.
Yeah.
But yeah, best of luck to Lady Tigers tomorrow. You know, obviously we're watching an N10 matchup here, so.
Oh, Lash unable to hit it.
Little shout out to the N10 on the girls' side.
Still seeing if we're going to have the audio streams of both of those games. Guess we'll find out tomorrow, folks. Well, we got 2 minutes to finish here from Bowling Green. Looking like the Eagles are going to be elite once again. So they get the steal. Walker Kramer getting some quality time in a regional. As Payne and Jaron DeGray are going to have a couple extra minutes of rest here tonight. Lash misses on that. Perkins gets his 6th board. And that'll be a foul on Baker.
The student sections have been going back and forth for the last 6 minutes, and with our headphones on, I can't hear exactly what they're saying, but.
And both teams getting curtain calls here.
Yeah, what a cool experience for, you know, maybe some bench guys or some JV guys for.
You're playing on a D1 court.
Yeah.
You know?
Listen, I remember when I was an underclassman, I got to do that, and it was just in the districts, and I was still nervous.
Where'd you play at?
We played at Willard.
Okay.
Oh, well, that was a district.
But the Haas, that's a iconic venue.
Turned out to love that gym.
Another deep 3, short. Mason gets the rebound.
But here's the thing is, like, for these guys, it's like, you know, when it's your turn to carry the torch, this is where you want to be back.
Exactly. Hayden Spears will get a rebound in the regional semi. 1 minute left. Spears will try the 3, just short. That would have brought the roof off this place. It's an offensive rebound, though. Wyatt Spiegel. And it will be a foul on Mason, his 2nd. Oh, man. Even the backups
nice little set
are producing.
there.
That's a great set.
And that's how you know that you have a standard to where you can come in with your, you know, your underclassmen and still execute at a really high level.
Here's a look at it.
Yeah, a little box set. You get the zone to move. You seal the middle defender, and it's an easy layup.
Carter Kramer.
Even Brian could have made that one.
Hey. Brian down right now calling the Xavier Regional. River Valley playing down there. First free throw hit by Brady Bloom. He's into double figures. And Luke Mason for the final time is going to check out. His dad had an assistant coach. But shout out the Seneca East Tigers, another district championship.
No, for sure. And, you know, shout out Luke Mason. He's had a great career.
Absolutely. He helped beat Crawford in that district
Second all-time
championship.
leading scorer, I think, in school history behind his brother. So what a cool, you know, kind of story there. I mean, that's bragging rights for the rest of your life. Well, listen, man, I like the way that he plays. A scrappy, tenacious guard, I think, is the way that, you know, the word that I would describe him. And, you know, unfortunately, you don't like to go out like this, but, you know, all good things come to an end, man. And they've had a great season, especially, like I said, the comments of, hey, man, we went into the season thinking we're going to win 4 or 5 games. And, you know, to win a district title and to, you know, win 18 games, great season for Seneca East.
And the season will continue for the Colonel Crawford Eagles at least to Saturday. It's a final. 56-33, Colonel Crawford is going to look to defend their regional title right here at Bowling Green at 6 o'clock on Saturday. We'll take a break, be back with our post game, as well as our MVP right here on the OH Report.
Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
We're all here to help each other, work together, and just at the end of the day, all become nurses one day.
If you picture yourself in a serious situation, it's like everyone knows what they're there to do. Everyone's there to help each other. It's just teamwork.
As we continue to go on through the program, I think I'm learning more through help with the instructors and the program itself.
I feel that they have definitely prepared me on the education side, and I did get to experience some ICU time and ER time, so I do think that that was great as well for my education.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Time now for the Baker's Pizza MVP, and it is now a career record holder at Colonel Crawford High School. His double-double tonight helped him become Colonel Crawford's all-time rebounding record holder. 682 passing, the great Jim Shuck, a big name out of Colonel Crawford. Now you can say Payne DeGray is there as well. First of all, congratulations. It was a battle in there. They were doubling, they were tripling, or quadrupling you and your brother down low, but you still were able to get the double-double. Your brother was able to have a big game as well. Just what was the game plan against them, and were you expecting to get that much pressure after the first 2 times you faced them?
I mean, the first time we beat them up pretty good, but the second time they played us really close, and we kind of went into the playoffs with a little bit of a ick, you know what I mean? But we got our get back on them coming out, and the game plan going into it is just the same old thing. Me and my brother dominate the inside, and then on the outside perimeter, we have our three-point shooters knock down shots. PB with a couple big threes, but yep, just the basics.
Yeah, and what does it mean now, being the all-time leading rebounder, to surpass a name like that as well?
I mean, it means a lot. It's one of the more famous people to come out of our school, and I mean, it's all because of these guys around me. They make me want to go get the boards. Getting them second shots, like I said, down in the press room is really critical in the playoffs if we want to make the run that we want to have, because it's really nice to know getting that rebound, I can kick it out to a shooter and they can knock down a huge three.
Here's a stat for you. It was the last 5 years now. Colonel Crawford is 111-20. What does that just say about the program in a whole? I mean, you've had seniors graduate. Coach talked about that a little bit in the press conference, but just the senior classes that have gone through, the people have replaced them. It's continually wins and wins here for Crawford.
Well, I mean, it's all been set up by Sheldon. He runs our Little Eagles program. Does an unbelievable job. We got kids behind us. I know they're ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Ball boys. But it was the players in front of us, too, that really stood out, like the Carter Valentines, Mason Studers making the run to the regional finals when there was only 4 divisions, which is huge. Losing to Ottawa Glandorf, Colin White, he played today in the Big Ten tournament. He was a big name that they played, but just the people in front of us, they set the standard.
Yeah.
And it really means a lot to go out and uphold the standard.
Last year, the first team ever to win a regional championship, but you played the Final Four here. They have it changed back now. You have a chance to clinch a spot to go to Dayton in the Final Four, a Final Four that you probably grew up going to. Just what does this win mean for you guys to give yourselves a chance to make it to Dayton?
I mean, it means a lot. Last year, I mean, this is a great venue to play at, but I can't lie, it was kind of disappointing to come back here for a third time to play a Final Four. Unfortunately, we lost to a really good Marion local team, and it means a lot to be in the position we are, because last year when we hung up the jerseys and that after the loss, you never know if you're going to make it back, and to have another opportunity to make it back to the Final Four means a lot, and it's from all the work that we put in throughout the summer to the fall, and now to the point that we are.
All right. Lastly, as always, before that, here, MVP, little goodie bag for you to look at on your way back to North Robinson. But if you want to give any shout-outs, my friend, go for it, sir.
Well, I mean, high school NIL is a real thing. I'd like to shout out Powerade.
I love it.
I'd like to shout out my buddies. They were just here. I'm not sure where they just went.
They went down to the concession stand. They're working their way back now.
Yeah, they're coming back now. You'll see them here soon. And then I'd like to shout out my family. Most of them are here tonight, but I know I got a bunch of family watching over this. It's a great resource.
Well, I appreciate that, sir. And we appreciate your effort, and we'll be back here on Saturday to watch you play for a regional championship for the 2nd consecutive season. Payne DeGray, tonight's Baker's Pizza MVP. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
We're all here to help each other, work together, and just at the end of the day, all become nurses one day.
If you picture yourself in a serious situation, it's like everyone knows what they're there to do. Everyone's there to help each other. It's just teamwork.
As we continue to go on through the program, I think I'm learning more through help with the instructors and the program itself.
I feel that they have definitely prepared me on the education side, and I did get to experience some ICU time and ER time, so I do think that that was great as well for my education.
Back here to wrap things up now in the Burkhart Farm Center post-game show. Hey, maybe Powerade can be a sponsor now that, Payne DeGray is trying to get them out here. Final score, 56-33. Crawford, a third consecutive victory over the Tigers. They will play for a regional championship on Saturday evening back here at the Stroh Center. Travis Berardi with Abram Capel as we take a look at the final stats to wrap things up, but this is just another typical Colonel Crawford victory.
No, they were kind of really, not kind of really. That doesn't make sense. It's an oxymoron there, but they were a solid start to finish. You know what I mean? They kind of came out and took care of business. They're and Payne kind of just said it there. Like they're on a mission, man. And when the tournament time came around, they've leveled up in every aspect of their game, and they've looked really good here the last couple weeks. And like he said, an opportunity to play for another trip back to the Final Four. Not many kids, programs, players, coaches have the opportunity to do that, and looking forward to being back here Saturday night and seeing what they got. Lay it all on the line to do it again, man.
Score by quarter, Crawford jumped out. It was 6-2. 2 for 2 from 3 with Seneca East. You're thinking, okay, they're shooting hot. This may be a good game, but then Crawford finishes on an 8-0 run, shuts them out. It's 16-6. Seneca East bounces back. I was in the press conference. Coach Sheldon said we played really good defense in the first, third, and fourth quarters. You see why. The second, Seneca East outscores Crawford 14-13. It was a 9-point game at the half. Again, you're thinking they're sticking around, but then after that, Colonel Crawford got back to playing their type of basketball, 14-5, 13-8, and they're on to the regional final. So that will do it for our regional semifinal coverage. We will be back here on Saturday for another restream, delayed broadcast of the regional championship. Crawford will have a chance to get to the Final Four. Girls basketball, it's still up in the air. We'll let you know tomorrow what we can do if we're able to do anything. If not, you'll see us. We have more regional basketball to come. But that will end it for tonight. Want to thank everybody that helped make things possible. Abe, as always, my friend, great color commentary, sir. You helped me out a lot. Brandon Powell on the camera work, showing you these nice views. And all of our sponsors, First Federal Community Bank, our scoreboard sponsor, Baker's Pizza and Bucyrus, our MVP sponsor, 89 Homes and Building Improvements, our free throw timeout sponsor, Burkhart Farm Center, our pregame, halftime, postgame sponsor, Old 30 Barbecue, our instant replay sponsor, and our commercial sponsors were tonight Avita Home Health and Hospice, North Central State College, and Sutton Bank. I want to thank the fine folks here at the Stroh Center at Bowling Green State University for allowing to have us here for this game this evening. Colonel Crawford, for the second consecutive year, going to a regional championship. They knock off conference rival Seneca East for a third time. For Abram Capel, for Brandon Powell, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Bowling Green.